Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're at Oliver Motors today. They're out in Baraboo, and we're going to be talking about what they have in stock in their lots. Maybe something cool like this Jeep Wrangler behind us, or even more cool behind that is the Mustang convertible. Right now, though, we're in the shortest month of the year, but it might feel like the longest, and I think there's nothing better than having a good book to tuck into at night. And no one better to recommend a good book than this gentleman right here. This is John Christensen. He's the manager at Arcadia Books, which is out in Spring Green. Thanks for joining us today, John.
Always nice to be here.
And you've brought some goodies with
I
you.
I have, yes.
Are these some of your favorites?
Yeah, these are, we've got some things that have come out just recently. I guess we can start with, two of the best books from last year are The Underground Railroad and Lincoln in the Bardo. Both are brand new in paperback. These are both really smart and thoughtful stories. One tackling, I guess, a kind of reimagining of history a little bit. I don't want to give away too much. And then Lincoln in the Bardo is also sort of thinking about Lincoln during the Civil War. His own son died at the age of 11 during the conflict, and this is sort of Lincoln thinking about what that means to him as he's tasked with guiding the country through war. They're two of the most highly praised and our favorite books from last year, both just out in paperback in the last couple of weeks. So they're fine choices to kind of catch up on. Mm-hmm. I'm also excited about this is brand new in hardback. This is an interesting book. It's called Enlightenment Now. It's by Steven Pinker. He's a psychologist at Harvard. He's making what might seem like an unusual case, which is that really this is the greatest time to be a human being that there's ever been. If you think about all the miserable experiences that humans can have, whether it's dying in war or disease or all kinds of things. Yeah, right. Yeah, all those things. If you really measure it, and he does, through all kinds of long studies, that if you were going to pick a time to be a human, this would be it. And I think it has been feeling like a time people need to feel optimistic and good about things. And this is, Bill Gates has said this is his new favorite book ever.
Wow, that's an endorsement.
Because right, and he's somebody who spends a lot of time thinking about improving people's lives across the world, and so I found it really inspirational.
So if you think you're having a bad day,
that's right.
Pick this book up.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And
so, I was going to ask you. Are there these are good books for adults? Do you have any books for kids?
I did bring something fun. This is it's a kind of poetry and nonsense book that is a fun thing for families to enjoy together.
For kids and dad.
Yes, to read together and read separately. It's if you're familiar with Shel Silverstein, who wrote a lot of wonderful books that were sort of full of strange poetry and a lot of whimsy. This is the first book that really has reminded me a lot of that kind of writing in a long time. The title poem, which is called "I'm Just No Good at Rhyming," it starts like this: "I'm just no good at rhyming, and that's why I'm so sad. I'm just no good at rhyming, and that's why I'm so blue." And it's got lots of other things that are strange, but also really heartfelt, and a lot of things. I've got a son who's 14. There's a poem in here called "You'll Never Be as Tall as When You're 10," that really made me think a lot about the changes our kids go through, and I really enjoyed very, very much.
Wow.
So lots of fun to have together.
Wow. Lots of great books that you have there. I see you got two more there. You want to go?
Yeah, these are a couple of brand new things that we're really excited about. One is about to come out. This is called White Houses. It's by Amy Bloom, who writes really psychologically interesting, I guess I'd call them interior stories, stories about the insides of her characters' heads. She actually is a therapist in Pennsylvania, in addition to being a novelist. This is her first piece of historical fiction. It's about Eleanor Roosevelt and a reporter at the time named Lorena Hickok, and they had a very close relationship that's always been a little bit. People have have been kind of curious, how personal it got. And this is a piece of historical fiction about that. Really, really wonderful, just out this week.
We have just a little over a minute left.
Oh, my goodness,
You want to talk about what else is inside the shop?
Yeah, sure. One of the things we're hoping people know is, we do have a wonderful cafe that is open every day. We have dinner specials 2 nights a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as what we're calling our weekend brunch, which we're just saying it looks and tastes like brunch. It's not and expanded menu. It's great to come out, have some late brunch or lunch, hang around, read some books, and we'd love to see everybody.
You can't get that experience on Amazon.
No, no. I wouldn't want to get brunch even with 2-day shipping. So.
Right. That's a good one. Good.
Yeah, if you love the smell of a bookstore, you'll really love the smell of this place because of their cafe inside there. Coffee, pizza, all the good stuff. What are you reading right now, John? We have just 30 seconds left.
This is, we get a chance to read things kind of ahead of when they come out sometimes, and this book that's called Tangerine is coming soon. I think it's going to be...
You get to read it before it comes out?
Yeah, and I think this is going to be kind of like the Girl on the Train, or Gone Girl. It's that kind of, it's a big, kind of mystery with a lot of, intrigue and real high stakes for the characters that I think is great, and that'll be out next month.
So keep an eye out for that one. John Christensen's from Arcadia Books. They're in Spring Green, but if you don't want to stop by, check them out online, and they'll ship anywhere in the U.S. for 99 cents. That's a good deal. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.